average consumer today thinks about their electricity bill 6 minutes a year. That's the total amount of time that they spend just worrying about their electricity bill. What we're talking about is a much more active interaction, and sure, I think we'd all agree that we want more than 6 minutes of their time focused on this.
The reason that 80% of people who own smart thermostats, or programmable thermostats, don't program them is because it is annoying, fundamentally, right? It's the same reason why 70% of us that own VCRs didn't program our VCRs. It was problematic, it was difficult, and even those of us who did it would only do it for something really special because it was just a headache. Right? And so what you want is the set it, forget it, manage by exception model.
We believe that bringing the three things together, lifestyle and entertainment, the device control capability to benefit the user, and then energy management is kind of the grouping of the feature sets you need to have a product that can engage the customer in a dialogue to the level we need to have participation in demand response events and some of the utility events that are happening in the network.
Everything we do is focused on just making this stuff as easy as possible. And I will say that we're in a really interesting time in the sort of evolution of home energy management, but there are still a lot of really, really significant issues. We're kind of consistently seeing how diverse this country is and how difficult it is to build an overall set of technologies that work across all of those.
Some of us will manage our energy on an active basis, but that's a very, very small selection of the customer population. Most of us will be passive, and we want to set it, forget it, manage by exception model. So these devices will have to be smart in and of themselves.
We have to add these new things onto the grid. The level of reliability also has to become part of the innovative partnership between utility and partner, and if that partner's Best Buy, so that we're figuring out and actually helping with the home area network and doing everything we know how to do to make sure that that's up and running and reliable and that the devices are working together and all of that. But we also need our utility or our backbone. I guess the utility is the backbone provider to make sure that we're all delivering that level of comfort and reliability to each one of the customers.
Oftentimes we get stuck in a paradigm where we all talk to each other in this room, and we think that that's the way the rest of the North America really operates.
We should have somebody's dad up here.
The truth is that we all get it. We understand energy efficiency. We understand the devices. We understand this equation. But 80% of the North American population doesn't even understand what we're talking about. And so there's actually, before we start even going down the path of installing technology in whatever flavor that is, we sort of have to step back and say, how do we even educate people on what all this means and why they should care and what the benefit is to them and what the value might be.